welcome to another video today. I'm going to be out on Lake Guntersville. I'm going to go skip some docks. It's blazing hot, but that's one of my favorite times to go skip docks. It's a pain. You don't get a ton of bites, but you can get rewarded with some big fish. So that's what I'm going to do today. Thanks to everyone for all the support so far. I really hope you're enjoying the content because I'm loving creating it. And I'll be done talking now. I'm going to head out to the lake, grab a biscuit, and go put in, show you what I like to do skipping docks. I'll see you guys on the lake here in just a few seconds. All right, got me a green pumpkin purple jig, Reaction Innovations Spicy Beaver. That's what I'm gonna skip with today. Thread it up on there. Got a 3/8 ounce jig, 7-foot medium heavy rod, 7 3-to-1 reel, 17-pound line. And then the other thing I'm gonna skip with is this brim color. I keep forgetting what it's called. That brim color frog. So that's my two baits for skipping today. Gonna get out, well, I'm already out. I'm gonna go head down this dock line, get to skipping, and see you guys out there in just a few seconds. If you ever watch Swindle's videos, you'll see he always talks about a forehand roll cast like that right there, and he's super freaking quick with it. He can just throw that jig under sideways, forehand like that. It's really, really hard to do. I realized quickly it was pretty hard, so what I got better at was skipping left-handed and practicing casting left-handed versus that forehand cast. Being able to skip with my left hand and my right hand, I can still accomplish the same thing. Make sure you keep the bait low so it can slide. Similar to when you're skipping a rock like at the river. You know how you always get that rock and you get way down low and you try to get it as flat as you can? That's the same thing you want to do with this jig, except obviously with the length of the rod, you don't have to get all the way down here to skip good. You can just keep the rod tip low, like that. I practice that with both hands. That way I can, regardless of how I pull up on the dock, I can still skip under there. Also too, this dock, like skipping bite, always the actual bite itself isn't always super, super aggressive. A lot of times you skip in and your line's just swimming. The fish will get it on the fall and your line's just swimming. He never actually like hit it really hard like a worm bite or something. You just see your line swimming off. So just kind of always, once that bait starts falling, just start being really, really aware, because a lot of times that's when you're going to get bit. So I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but this dock right here is super, like the board is super close to the surface of the water, and you could skip a jig under there pretty easily. You got 3 or 4 inches to slide a jig under there, but this frog skip, like when it hits the water, it doesn't really skip flat, it bounces because it's got all that air inside of it, and so it bounces a lot more, and it's a little bit harder to skip a frog. So what I'm doing is I'm getting my cast as close to it as I can, and then just feeding it slack. The wind is blowing in towards this dock, so I'm just feeding it slack, letting the wind push that frog up under the dock a little more, and working perfectly. Hello. Do what?
He's fine, kid. He's just fishing on. He's fishing, He is on our property, but we don't. Like, he's just fishing. He's not bothering anything. But he is on our property. Actually owe us $350.
I'm not on your property.
Yeah, you are. You are. You are on our property. No. You're not dead. No. This is all like PTA that made the dock on your pier. Those are owned by TVA. No, we don't own these piers. Huh? What? The end of that dock is our property. TVA does. This is TVA. That layer over there at that dock. Yeah, but he can't fish bowl. Yeah, you could. So he can't fish bowl underwater. And it's $950.
These kids are putting the fine on me. She said I'm gonna owe $552,000. Dang. Wow, that's a lot.
What?
That's a lot.
How can you do that? Yeah, this is TVA's property, but his mom owns this place. So you can owe its money if you but you can. I think you can get. You can be on your boat, but I don't think you can be on our dock.
Well,
Be on our dock.
well, I won't come on your dock.
You can't. You can't be on our dock.
Well, I'm not.
You can.
I'm not.
No, he can't.
Well, I'm not.
You're filming while fishing.
Yep. I have a YouTube channel.
Yay, we're on YouTube.
Yep.
Hello, world.
I'm blurring you out because you were mean to me first. If you wouldn't have been so mean, I would have put you on my YouTube channel.
I'll make sure they're I'm already famous.
You're already famous?
You are.
That was fun. So the kid said, I'll have to pay $625,128 if I keep fishing her dock. And the boy said, I had to pay $350. And the mom said, TVA owns the dock. So I'm just probably gonna listen to the mom because I don't want that big steep fine that young girl was talking about. God, I bit it right out the corner of that dock. It's a pretty good one. First fish. Sucker right there. Got it right as I was swimming it out of the dock. Good little old chunk. Oh, dark fish too. That one I was just swimming it back and he freaking crushed it. Fish number 2 skipping docks. Not a big one. He'll keep. He'll keep. But we still got us a fish. Oh. How about that? I just literally just saw a bunch of brim sitting there and there was a freaking bass sitting with them. I pitched the frog over to him and the freaking bass instantly blows up on it. You can't make that up. And I freaking hit the shit out of my GoPro when I set the hook and it freaking hurt my wrist. I don't know how I didn't catch that fish. What the heck? I've never seen that happen before. Literally, I just pitched right at all those bluegills, just honestly, just kind of joking around to see what they would do. They all got close to it, and then that bass just rose up and freaking crushed it. I smashed my GoPro too. Like all those brim and the bass were just chilling out together. But they weren't chasing, they were just sitting there. Look at that bass right there beside me, right there. That's the one I hooked. Hey little buddy, see if I can see where he's going. Gigantic brim bed right there. Oh, and I got some brim coming up to my frog. Oh, I got a lot of brim coming up to it. I just missed a little one right here. Chasing all these brim. Oh, watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this. Oh, there's like a freaking 3-pounder behind it. Oh, I'm about to get bit. Oh my God, this is so freaking cool. Oh, I don't know how in the piss I'm going to catch this fish though. I mean, like when I get my bait to it. Oh man, this is gonna be so cool. All right, so there's definitely like a 2-pounder over there. They got me. All right, so there's definitely a 2-pounder right there. And he came right up to my frog. I don't know how well y'all can see that. He swam right up to my frog, nose under it, but I couldn't keep moving it because the dock was in the way. I couldn't keep working the frog, so I just had to sit there, and I'm pretty sure he realized it wasn't anything real, so he turned around. And then there's a freaking pissing ton of bluegill over there as well. So maybe when I hit him from the right angle, I can make him bite. About time. Finally caught me one on the frog. Choked it. Oh, choked that little sucker too. I've been loving this color too, by the way. This little brim color. I've been throwing the piss out of it lately. Here's not a bad one. I mean, not no giant. Kind of choked up on my swing on that one because it didn't look like a bass bite. It looked like one of them brim again. I'm probably not gonna put them all on the video, but I've swung about 10 freaking times because brim keep hitting it. And I thought that's what that was too, but I felt that he still had it, so I just went ahead and swung. There's so many brim. Like, I can't even explain how many brim there is. God, it's so wicked skipping under those docks and getting a freaking frog bite up under a dock that you can't see. Because all you hear is just, oh. What a bite. God, that was awesome. I know y'all heard that. God, that was freaking awesome. Well, my dock fishing video has turned into shallow frog fishing. The reason I haven't been skipping these docks is because there's so much freaking floating eelgrass everywhere. That was a freaking awesome bite by a little fish. But there's so much floating eelgrass everywhere, you can't hardly work your jig. God. The other one's been getting it really freaking good. That one didn't. I freaking swung too early and missed. That was definitely a bass. Figured he would bite again though. I don't think I stuck him. It's literally 3 inches deep under that mat too. I don't know how the heck I missed that fish, to be honest. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for me today out on Lake Guntersville. I had a ton of fun. Didn't catch a lot of fish, but I just really enjoy fishing shallow. I don't do it enough. I'm gonna keep doing it a lot here in the next couple weeks just because I miss doing it. And obviously they're still biting it. Actually, real quick, I wanted to show you the rods that I used for skipping. So there's a Smoke HD 7.3-to-1 7-foot medium heavy smoke S3. That's what I was throwing the frog on. And for the jig that I was skipping around today, smoke S3 tour PT rod, 7-foot medium heavy. And yeah, there's the jig. Green pumpkin and purple with a spicy beaver trailer. That's literally the only things that I threw today. Had a freaking awesome time. Some of those frog bites were sick. Those jig fish were getting at the outsides of the docks and having I love doing that. It's just a ton of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna keep cranking these out. So if you would, please go ahead and subscribe. Down below, it's only gonna take you just a few seconds, but it'll help me out a ton. And I'll see you guys on the next one.